Just about to go live. We're live for our fourth and final game at Brookfield Central, the Thanksgiving Shootout. Our final game to feature Pius. The Popes will be the home team on the scoreboard and wearing their home whites, and they will be taking on the number 1 seeded Germantown Warhawks, coming off a big win over the number 2 Kettle Moraine Lasers. We're just about set for the starting lineups. Joining me momentarily will be Coach Ron Gavinsky. But of course, he was out getting some votes for mayor, just making his rounds, talking to some people. Want to thank Ed Swab on camera. He's been great, hung around a little extra. All he has to do is pick up Marty's Pizza. That's his only punishment. That's a pretty good punishment.
Exactly.
I want to get punished at it, you know.
We should go eat with him tonight.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I'm coming with.
There you go.
So we want to thank Ed for helping us out. All of the people that have helped out this weekend. We've had coaches, we've had referees, we've had athletic directors, we've had parents, we've had college coaches, we've had everything coming to help, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
Ex-players.
And ex-players, don't forget, how could I forget KO?
Exactly.
She did an outstanding job. You usually don't have a freshman in college coming through as strong as she did, but she did. And we're just about set as they're doing the starting lineups. KK Arnold, Natalie Paulskill, Emily Wisner, Katie Pompu, and Jalen Acker. That's your starting 5 for Germantown. And on the other side, Pius, a very depleted roster, unfortunately for them. So their starting lineup is pretty much their team today. They've got 7 suited up for this one. It's been a tough stretch for them. They had a tough weekend because they had a tough matchup yesterday. And now you have to play the number 1 seeded team and number 1 ranked team in the area. So what do you do if you're Coach Herrick?
Slow the game down as much as you can. Strategically use your timeouts.
Yeah, how are you going to slow the game down when you are playing a team that's going to go 12 deep and just keeps throwing bodies at you, and their pace is nonstop, not unlike what we just saw from DS?
Correct. Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, and my guess is Scotty Herrick's a really good coach. I don't know if he's going to play man-to-man or he's going to zone. He's zoning them? No, he's playing man.
No, he's zoned. He zoned it yesterday.
Zoned. Okay. That'll slow the game down a little.
Should help.
Yes.
Should help, right?
Yes.
So we're underway. 3 up. Tapped out of – nope. KK tracks it down. So an offensive rebound to start. Jalen Acker coming off a screen, and she hits it.
It's going to be tough for Pius, and it's sad. What a traditional school that has great tradition.
Tori Kostruck, number 1, bringing it across the timeline. Looking inside, nothing there. Kaylee Wozniak. Pass inside. 44 is Maya Moore, and you'll see a lot of Maya.
And that's what Pius has to do. Slow it down. Hopefully they can get inside, get decent looks.
3 on the way. Pompu, good. Problem is you got to get out on the shooters.
Right, you can't score 2 and give up 3.
No, that's not a good pace to go. Throw backcourt. Paulskill hustles, collects it. Germantown ball. KK Arnold. She's gonna have a hard time penetrating against the zone, so she'll probably just sit out here and direct traffic. Pulse kill, another offensive rebound.
Nice cut.
Cut and finish.
22, Coach.
Emily Wisner, the Whiz Kid.
Well, I was talking to Coach Mattel, one of Coach Herrick's assistant, and he said there's only 14 total kids out at Pius.
In the entire program?
In the entire program. He said they're all playing. They're playing a JV and varsity, and the 14 kids are interchangeable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That stuns me. So
Yeah,
this
me-
is their entire team. This isn't a COVID thing. This is their team.
Correct.
Wow.
Because he used to be their JV
Tie
coach.
up Jalen Acker.
Mike Mattel was their JV coach for years, and he says he's passed it off to two of Scotty's players, and he just comes and helps out when he's needed.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. If you would have told me that 2 years or 5 years ago, I'd have
Well,
never
even
believed
last year, this is a team that was knocking on the door going to state.
Right, one game away from state.
They were 5 minutes left in the first half against Pewaukee with the lead.
Correct.
Wow. That's simply amazing. Back in the game, 3 on the way. Paul's kill. Timeout Pius. Full timeout. Well, we got a minute. Let's thank our sponsor today, Savalia Financial Advisors. Dream, plan, enjoy. Savalia Financial Advisors, a proud sponsor of high school girls basketball and dreamers everywhere. For more, go to dreamplanenjoy.com. That's dreamplanenjoy.com. And if you want to be a part of our advertising and support of our W7 production team, go to W7. Go to our website, Productions W7. We're teaming with Brooks Communication this season to offer sponsorships for all of our games. Single games, multiple games like this weekend, and full packages are options. So go to our website, Productions W7. Again, that's productionsw7.com. And as always, W7 is for the girls. So I don't want to say that we expected this, but let's face it, this is what we expected.
Yes.
And it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better for Pius, unfortunately.
Yes, I agree with that, Coach. And like you said, unfortunately.
You don't want to see a great coach like Scotty Herrick go through this.
No, Scotty's a future Hall of Fame coach in basketball.
But you lose a Jada Spence, a Jasmine Kondrakiewicz,
Yep.
Jordan Teets. It's hard, but you would have thought they had. I'm amazed. I just don't get it. Maya Moore, there's your bell cow still. She gets fouled. She's the bell cow for this offense. They're going to keep feeding her. You know it's coming.
Right.
It's nothing fancy. They're going to feed Maya, and she's going to have to go to work and do the best she can.
Correct.
And she's going to go shoot 2 free throws. Season ago, 55% from the line. Did average 12.1. Free throw good. I'm going to say that 12.1 is going to double this season once you get in conference play, and
Right.
she can start, a little balance. I mean, you're going to get second free throw is good. So Maya hits both of them.
Ooh, takedown.
Yesterday you have Arrowhead, and a much improved Arrowhead team, a program that, as we talked about this morning, is really good as is. Moore rips down the rebound, and then you go against the number 1 team in the area in Germantown. So there's nothing easy, and that's the way Scotty's always done it.
Correct.
And a travel. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. What do we got here? Foul on Jada Smith.
Exactly.
So you have a tough conference, or a tough non-conference schedule, and then you're going to go into the conference. You'll have a couple of nights where it'll be a little less taxing. We won't say easier, but just less taxing.
Correct.
And Maya's going to put out some big numbers. The Whiz Kid hits a 3, and it's 14-4. So that 12.1 is going to double, maybe more than that even, especially in conference play.
Well, exactly. And they play in the Woodland West,
Yep.
and that's not an easy conference.
They're going to get KK on that foul. KK being KK Arnold, number 1 of Germantown, one of the top sophomores in the country. And we had 2 of them yesterday go head-to-head. That was a fun one against KM. Grace Kowalski finishing with 34. KK, quote-unquote, only 17. I wish I could struggle and score 17. More step. Overlay. Wisner with the rebound. Arnold pushes.
Again, I think the last 2 games for Germantown
3 up, short. Nope, go.
Are going to help playing against inside presence that are pretty good.
Sure will. Yeah. 22, Wisner cleaning up the mess, and it's 16-4.
You know, because they're going to have to be able to play against a team that has inside.
Brook Central, as we saw this morning, they went inside very often.
Right.
Until Coraggio got in her foul trouble. They were definitely a lot of inside out, a lot of cutting, slashing, so that will be a part of it. And then next Friday, as we talked about last game with DS playing in that last game, you could see DS jumping into the top 2-3 spots in the rankings. Not that they mean anything, but it's going to be one of the top games. It'll be definitely one of the top games of the night.
Correct.
KK Arnold 3, back iron and hit the guide wire up top. The one thing I will say is Germantown is just settling for threes. The other side of that is there's not being pressured.
Correct.
They're not really having to do anything to get open to shoot them. 13-15 remaining first half. Final game here in the big gym, in the main gym. Game 16-17 as the 17th will start at 5 o'clock in the other gym. Gary has that one. Inside Maya Moore. Hammer pass. Good extra pass. Jada Smith. No good. Paulskill comes away. The pitch is ahead to Wisner.
That was a good pass.
Wisner finishes. Wisner had no idea that pass was made. She had turned her head the other direction and all of a sudden heard the ball turn the other way. One dribble and finishes. Great pass by Paulskill. That's something you practice every day when you go up and down like this. You get into that rhythm, and you know that you know how to make those passes when you're going full court. That's why we could talk about next Friday. We could just use this as a wait for next Friday game. That's going to be a track meet of back and forth, back and forth.
Right, agreed. And again, we said in the game, Germantown's week next week is BC Tuesday, DSHA on Friday. What a week of basketball for us.
For us. Acker, deflection. And if you're wondering why we talk so much about Germantown, we know the program. We are the homeschooled announcers for Germantown. KK cleans up the mess. Wisner, another opportunity. Paulskill, step through, unable to finish. Maya Moore comes away with it finally. 4 cracks at it, unable to score. 18-4 our score. Pull-up jumper, Kostruck, no good.
Ooh.
And Wisner taken down, and they're going to call a travel. Okay. First off the bench, Gretchen McNeil and Paige Robinson for Germantown. And for Pius, 21, Grace Martins checking in.
And McNeil is a junior coach. I thought she was a sophomore.
That was a discussion we had yesterday. Deflection by Acker. KK coast to coast and finishes. 30-second timeout, Germantown. Wait.
Pius, full time. Scotty called it.
I think Germantown was trying to call it because if you looked at Coach Stuve, he was giving the old thumbs to the shoulders 30-second. And Scotty Herrick calls a full timeout.
And that's Scotty's second already in this game. But
maybe he's waiting for the TV timeouts.
God, I was thinking the same thing.
Coach. Right on cue. We'll run over to the referees. We'll tell them we're TV today. So
yeah.
You'll get the double horn. When you hear the double horn, that's TV.
And Scotty will know the double horn. He's been to state enough.
He certainly has. Again, we want to thank Brook Central for having us. This is such a big event. And to allow us to be a part of it for the 3rd year. This goes back to Coach Wandry, who started this. You've been a part of this since day one as well. We thank them for having us here. Don Kurth has been fantastic opening the doors for us. We're getting 17 games out to people, and as we talked about earlier today, and we will talk about continuously, we had over 9,000 views yesterday. We're real excited to see what we get today. We don't know if it'll get to that, But nonetheless, over the weekend, we're going to have over 15,000 views. That much we're pretty certain of. And it's great we get to bring you these girls' sports. And the fact that we have girls' sports and get to bring them to you just makes it that much better for us.
Correct. And if you're looking for advertising, what a great way to do it.
Jada Smith, coast to coast. Nope. At some point, Claire Erlinson's going to have to let one fly. And I think the assistant coach, you heard a groan because she was wide open. But instead, they get it to Maya Moore, who hits a three. And now a three's off the mark. Pius pushes. Lob inside. Maya seals the deal. Unable to finish. She's just so strong, Coach.
She is. And they're doing the right thing. They're trying to establish her.
And if they continue to swarm, which Germantown will have to do, they do not have the size to match her, then she can kick it out, and hopefully Pius can knock down some shots and stick around in this game.
Correct.
Karina Murphy and I believe Leah Hess checking in. Yep. Acker and Paul's kill to the bench. Second one, good. So Maya Moore with 9. I believe she has them all, right?
She does.
KK, little cross to the step. Nothing there.
Nothing.
It's off the mark. Offensive rebound, Karina Murphy.
What's really nice about this tournament, Coach, is that coaches want to play good teams, and they can see what they need to do with their team, what they need to work on.
Paige Robinson, 3 off the mark. Leah Hess hustles. Karina Murphy tried, not there. Karina Murphy going to play some soccer in college next year.
That's great.
Again, multi-sport athletes. I think we've mentioned that numerous times today.
Yes.
Just great. Just keep playing. Stay active. Be involved.
And if you talk to a college coach, they will tell you that they want multi-athlete sports players.
Sure, absolutely.
They don't want the individual sport.
Jada Smith, 3, back iron. Murphy rebound. She's got that soccer player balance. Never looks like she's going to fall. KK spin, nothing there. Kicks it out. Gretchen McNeil. That was a 3. I was blocked by the referee and our camera and Coach Stuve all in my way, but it was a 3. But I did see the McNeil release. That much I saw. Jada Smith splits the defense to the hoop and finish. (23-11), 9:35 left, first half. Looking inside to Hess, the smallest player on the floor, posting up on Maya Moore. That's fantastic.
Another
corner 3, Paige Robinson, nothing there. Great box out, Jada Smith. Leah Hess tried to sneak in behind. Pius pushing other way, up and in. 21, Grace Martins. Leads down to 10. Karina Murphy stepping through. Maya Moore just kind of like, really?
Yeah.
And then throw it away.
Ooh. I thought Acker was going to run right on the floor, Coach.
Again. Don't forget about again.
Yes, again.
Acker for Arnold. 8:44 remaining. Germantown showing the respect of the Pius program and Coach Herrick. Left-hand layup and good. Tori Kostruck.
I coached Tori when she was in 7th and 8th grade. I thought she was going to DS, but she ended up at Pius.
3 on the way. Robinson got it. As I was going to say a minute ago, not a lot of pressure from Germantown. Now, they did after the make, as you can see, but they're not. Yeah, Acker wanted to travel. I think she was right. But you're not seeing, there's another turnover. You're not seeing the customary full court pressure from Germantown. Acker to the hoop and finish. And I think that's just a respect of Pius and Coach Stuve recognizing the situation. And another steal. Ooh, thought that ball was off Germantown, but it's not. It's going to be off Pius. That is their 8th turnover already, and they've also allowed 5 offensive rebounds. You can't get, I mean, you're already shorthanded and up against tough situation. Robinson to the hoop and misses. You can't keep giving extra chances.
No, not against Germantown.
This Coach G's trying to find. Yeah, you're good. I muted you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll mute us both. Everybody will be happy. Gretchen McNeil hits another 3. First game of the year that we did against Tosa West, Gretchen was about the 9th or 10th player off the bench. Today she was one of the first 2 off the bench, and she keeps climbing. She keeps providing little things, not just the scoring. Today it's the scoring. Yesterday it was the rebounding. Against Tosa West, it was the passing. She just continues to do a lot of things really well. Doesn't stand out in any of them, but Gretchen McNeil giving big minutes.
You're right about that, Coach.
Just another weapon for Germantown to use.
And she's playing within her role and within her the system.
Arnold and Paulskill back in. Claire Erlinson for Pius. 6:30 remaining. Final game of the day in the main gym. One more. It's starting at about 10 minutes in the Aux gym with Gary, and that is Greenfield and Tosa East.
Nice
Deflected pass, pitch it ahead, finish. Acker to the racker. I said it many a time last year. And now Pius breaks out. Jada Smith didn't have any numbers. And KK gets on the floor. They're going to call a jump ball.
It should be Germantown.
It is. Under 6 now. Again, Pius, if you caught us, deep 3, rattles around and down. Jalen Acker, who had 7 yesterday. And now a steal by Paulskill. Pass KK right back to Paulskill and blocked out of bounds. I love that unselfishness by KK, but I also feel she was kind of stuck way too far underneath because the way the play ended up. She couldn't shoot from there because Maya had come over.
Right.
Paulskill, drive,
But
kick, 3 on the way.
But sometimes it's better to shoot.
Yeah, block shot, it stays in play. But regardless, she seemed to draw the defense. Great pass, I felt.
Right.
Smith in the corner looking for the cutter. Gets Erlinson, who, again, I think she had a layup there. Come on, Claire, let it fly. Don't be shy.
Exactly.
She was looking at it. We had a great view of that. Thought maybe she heard me. Steal, Paulskill.
Ooh, sandwiched.
5:02 remaining.
Subs come in, and it's easy for us, or at least
You're
for
right.
me, to
You're right.
see what's going on and say you should have did this, should have did that.
Yep.
You don't have the split-second decision
Yep.
that the player or a coach or even an official has to make.
And you don't know what a coach said. Maybe tried this or do this or
Right.
look for this. So we could say that here. You know, we say a lot of things sitting over here because we have yet to make a coaching mistake here. We've made a lot of mistakes, but not coaching mistakes.
Correct. And we both coach, so we know how that is.
Right.
Where you,
We don't know the background of what's going on.
right.
30-second timeout for Germantown. Again, want to thank our sponsor, Savalia Financial Advisors, proud sponsor of high school girls basketball and dreamers everywhere. DreamPlanEnjoy.com. DreamPlanEnjoy.com. So Pius, as I started to say a minute ago, this is their entire varsity program. They have, you said 14 throughout their entire program go out. To give you an idea, last year, that final game against Pewaukee, they had brought some JV players up, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't know that they were all suited up, but they had 17 on the bench for that last game, and they only have 14 in their entire program this year. It's hard to fathom, but who knows what the reasoning is, who knows what's going on. It's just not the same Pius team and program that we're used to.
Correct.
A lot of credit to Coach Stuve. I mean, the pressure, a little bit of pressure here and there, but it's not the step on your throat pressure that we're used to seeing. And he's getting some players, he's rotating constantly. Maddie Montgomery just checked in. Maddie, who, she knows her role. She's a wonderful kid. We had her last year. She knows what reward those kids now. Get them out there.
Right, exactly. And I believe, like you said earlier, Matt's respecting Coach Herrick.
And I think by the time this game, as this plays out, you'll see more of Gabby Cox, the junior. We'll see Lindsay Taylor, Haley Bowles, Haley Laurestein. Just more and more players that, this is our fourth Germantown game already. Players we haven't really mentioned much.
Correct.
And they're going to get their opportunity today, and hopefully they can make the best of it and have some fun with it. And especially with the way of the world, you don't know when somebody's going to be gone, and then all of a sudden it's somebody else too. Look at those active hands by Acker.
Nice
Great pass, Paul's kill, and a finish.
And like you said, you don't know the covert situation with kids.
Good step through by Maya. Another deflection. Pass, Paul's kill, finishing. .44-15, 4:15 remaining. That had a nice flow and all the same numbers. Bingo?
Yep.
No, not bingo. I don't know. Three of a kind, two. A full house. There we go.
Not much of a gambler there, Coach, are you?
Hell, no, not really. Not anymore. It's better that way.
Right.
I never understood the whole game. I get the bet big, win big, but KK to the hoop, nothing there. But I worked too doggone hard for my money
Agreed.
to go have somebody take it just because somebody flips over a card that's a little different from mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Substitutions both ways.
I've gone to Vegas many times in my life, and I would only spend $100 a day, and that included my betting, eating, everything.
I've had good luck out there. I had bad luck last time I was out there. I came home. I had some Benjamins in my pocket. I was quite pleased. But at the same time, just remember, when you go to Vegas, remind yourself, it is the desert, yet there is flowing water everywhere there. How is that possible? Because people lost a lot of money over the years.
Exactly.
There's water in the desert. That's somebody told me that very young, and I've stuck to that. Acker, another steal. Acker, nice block.
Tori.
Oh, I would have liked the jump ball. I agree with you, Tori Kostruck. Instead, they're going to get the foul. And Acker going to shoot a couple. Jay, 69% from the free throw line a year ago.
She's going out to California next year to play, isn't she?
She is, I believe.
California Baptist.
Is it California Baptist? Is that what it is?
I think that's what
I believe so, yeah. So two D1 potential. Well, you can't put KK there, but that's a matter of time. She's been offered by every major university other than UConn. But last time I checked, you coached somebody named Enrique Agunbawale, and I think she went to Notre Dame.
Yes, yeah.
And I believe KK's been offered by Notre Dame, so I think she's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And Notre Dame won an NCAA tournament and got to the finals the next year, too.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
And Enrique was so fun to watch, and and their brothers playing in the NFL. What a talented family.
Yeah, and mom's a teacher and dad's a principal.
Great family.
Yep.
Heard nothing but great things. That was from the times with Coach Warzella.
Yep.
3 on the way up and good. The whiz kid, Emily Wisner.
And when Enrique was a freshman, we took the team, the JV and varsity, went to Notre Dame to watch her play. What an experience for the kids.
That is the quintessential Midwest campus.
Oh.
I was a 10-year-old kid, and I had cousins going there, and I stayed in the dorm. I got to see how go into the locker room just like in Rudy. Now here's how times have changed. Sat in the front row in the end zone for the football game. Okay. While the game's going on, my brother and I, because we're stupid and we're 10 and 8 years old, are like
kids.
Yeah. So we start playing catch in the end zone. And I bet you we did it for a couple minutes before finally somebody said, "Hey, you got to sit down." But it took a couple minutes for them to sit us down because we just wanted to play.
What a great experience.
Oh, it's awesome. Quintessential campus. And then, after the game, we're playing with the college kids in the big open area. It was awesome. Just awesome. 49-15.
It is. And Notre Dame, when you're on their campus, you get a special feeling in your
Montgomery, no good. Bench got fired up for that 3. They want to see Maddie knock that down. 5'3" senior. 3 on the way. The bank. Late bank hours. We love to see it. Pius needs it right now, and they'll take it. Grace Martins. And now a travel. 5 o'clock on the dot. So if you want to switch on over to Gary's Game Greenfield and Wauwatosa East, otherwise stick with us. You can listen to stories of my life.
and our stories are going to be pretty good stories.
To us, they're pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass to the bench at Germantown. You can hear the cheering. That was just the Germantown bench cheering on their teammates.
Yeah, I'm looking on the floor. I don't see one Germantown starter on the floor right now.
Nope. Maddie Montgomery running the show.
And as I've said many times on our programs, Matt does a nice job with getting kids to play.
And another travel. A couple of unforced errors, however. And how can you be critical? They've put up another near 50 burger at 49 at 1:21 left.
Right.
And as I have my phone next to me and I'm constantly getting alerts of postponements because of COVID, again, we are so thankful we get the opportunity to bring you these games. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Gretchen McNeil comes away with the rebound, tried a full court pass, and it got taken away, now batted at midcourt. Paige Robinson pulls it out, then attacks and overlays.
Look at that double team. Another.
Now you can't pick it up there.
No.
And they're going to get a jump ball call.
And Coach Herrick's telling her right now, you don't want to pick your dribble up there.
That's Kaylee Wozniak, who's actually in the program as both numbers 2 and 3.
Yeah.
She is so good. She's got 2 jerseys. No, we don't.
Well, that gives her 10 fouls, Coach.
I would think. That would be my argument.
So when she gets her 5th, she changes to the other number.
There you go. Go the other way. 30 seconds. McNeil cut off.
Ooh,
left a wide open Paige Robinson.
Nice kick.
No good. Pius no legs, so Leah Hess just hustles down, grabs it, turns, and fires.
And the Germantown bench is up and cheering.
Fired up for their teammates. And the 50 burger has been posted yet again. Wow, Germantown. Hear the bench cheering them on. Trying to split the double team. Steal, go the other way.
They got a chance. They got
rid of it. And score, Leah Hess. And at half, in game 16 of 17 on the weekend, game 4 of 4 on Saturday today, our score, Germantown 53, Pius 18. You're watching W7LIVE. We're back live, our final half of our weekend here at Brookfield Central, the Thanksgiving Shootout. Just about set to start the second half. It's been all Germantown. Not surprised, Pius, 7 varsity players. Germantown, the number 1 ranked team in the area. So when you put those two things together, 53-18 sounds about right.
Correct. I mean, Pius has done, they're hanging in, and I hate to say hanging in when you're down by 40 points, 35 points.
They did a lot of things positive, though. And, again, once they get into the conference in the Woodland and start playing some teams. Again, yesterday, Arrowhead, probably one of the top 10 teams in the area. And then today, the number 1 team in the area. You're sledding uphill, and it's really, really hard to do.
Right, and like you said earlier, that's Scotty Herrick. He's not scared to play in anybody.
No, absolutely not.
And it will help his kids.
Yeah, Pius is going to walk off the floor today, better team.
Correct, and Scotty's going to figure out some things because, again, he's one of the better coaches.
Kostruck 3 off the mark. But what didn't help things was 19 first-half turnovers as KK tries to split the defense, and they're going to get a foul on the floor. 19 first-half turnovers for Pius. That's not going to help the cause, and then you worry what that's going to do in the second half. They try to get KK posting up. They do, and she's going to go shoot free throws. Didn't have to flop to the floor. Don't hurt yourself, KK.
Especially she came down on her shooting elbow first.
You got the foul. You don't have to flop down.
Correct.
Oh, and that's Tori Kostruck's 4th foul.
Ooh.
How about there's some rules we can create. If the deficit is bigger than 30, the player gets to stay out there regardless of number of fouls. How's that one? Pretty good.
I'd like to, especially in a game like this.
And as you get, and then you can go by the clock in tiers. If you get to, 10 minutes, it's this many, and this as an early sign probably is Paul's kill, hustling, offensive rebound. Early sign of warning for Germantown is KK's free throws have been off.
Yeah, she just hit a shot from the outside there.
Offensive rebound leads to 3 points. But still, KK has really struggled from the line, and she shot 60% last year, and again, as I said earlier, inside 4 minutes, it was about 90%. She was money inside 4, but for some reason, Maya Moore, a nice strong move to the hoop and finish. She really struggled at times. Acker, pull up 3, got it. One dribble, the rhythm dribble. Looked like she'd done that a few times.
Exactly. I mean, Acker's a good shooter.
Going to go play in California. The only part I don't like about that is California.
I just wonder what part of California that is. Because there's some beautiful.
There it is, true. A lot of small college campuses that are really beautiful. We're just giving college tours. Last game we were talking about books.
Yep.
We are bringing it all for you. Next we're going to start talking about flowers.
Scotty just called a timeout.
32nd? Is he going to stay 30? I think he's asking for the TV timeout that we want to offer him.
Sorry about
It's a 30, 15:52.
Exactly.
One final read of the day, and we'll thank them again. Savalia Financial Advisors, thank you so much for sponsoring us today. Dream, plan, enjoy. Savalia Financial Advisors, a proud sponsor of high school girls basketball and dreamers everywhere. DreamPlanEnjoy.com. That's DreamPlanEnjoy.com. And again, if you are looking to advertise, we're going to have over 15,000 views this weekend. If you're looking to advertise, go to productionsw7.com. You just type in W7 when hit your Google machine and W7, and it'll pop up. Don't you worry. We are – and now, of course, the tax form will be there first. But it's in there.
The government wants their money.
Well, of course they do. 15:52 remaining, 61-20. It's all Germantown. The number 1 team in the area is going to stay that way, and we heard rumblings that the early polls are going to come out, and Germantown's going to be the number 1 team in the state.
Ooh, wow.
Now, I don't know if that's the case, but that's big.
It is. And again, like you said before, rankings don't mean anything other than it's great for the kids, the teams that get it.
Well,
because ultimately,
it's the game that's played.
Right. And many number one teams have not won the gold ball or got to state.
Nope.
That's why you play the games.
Absolutely, and it's so fun when you knock off the number one team.
Oh, exactly.
My only wish is we had more time. We did it twice. In the same season, no less.
Ooh.
Beat Rice Lake when they had Henry Ellingson.
Who was a stud.
Went to the NBA after 1 year at Marquette. He went by us full steam.
Uh-huh.
It was like you could just hear this as he went by. I mean, he was a load, 6'10", handling the ball.
Yeah, and Diamond Stone was in at that time too, right?
Correct.
And
yes,
he was better than Stone, I thought, my opinion.
Yeah, he had a much better outside shot. Diamond was a much better defender.
Right.
KK, little runner, drops. And you have to wonder if you're Coach Stuve, how much longer you're going to stick with the starters.
Especially with his weeks or
right on cue. Wow, we're pretty good at this.
We've got a couple years between us.
Well, 50 between us, and you're 49 of them. And I have a few more than that, actually. Now they actually sit down and do the math.
Oh, God, yes.
But as we said that, 5 Germantown players stood up and went to the scorer's table. Another steal, go the other way. KK, pump fake finish.
Ooh, that's
a sweet move.
That is.
Hopefully Kaylee Wozniak's okay. That was Kaylee, I think, that slipped. She appears to be okay. And all KK did was a jump stop, and she went flying by.
Correct. And the big thing we've talked about at sometimes, coaches have to have cards, players. And if you don't have players.
Great pass. Paul's kill, underlay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And but the Pius kids are playing hard.
Right now they're doing it with Maya Moore sitting down.
Right. They're just not as talented as Germantown. But there aren't many.
And very few are, as we've been discussing all weekend.
Correct.
And there it is, the wholesale changes. You got Paige Robinson, Maddie Montgomery, Leah Hess, Gretchen McNeil, and I'm forgetting Karina Murphy.
Yep.
So there you have it. They are all out there.
As one of my favorite coaches would say when teams would do that, line change.
Yep, line change, exactly. Corner, Gretchen McNeil passing up the 3.
I hope kids understand how great of an experience is to play for your high school team. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I mean,
even in times like these, because when you played in high school, the fans and the experience for the fans and the families, that's just as big, if not bigger, part of this. And to not have them out there is really tough. Having said that, you've mentioned it numerous times, we get to keep playing. And
correct.
That's the number one thing, is we are still playing. Maya Moore is going to finish this one.
Good job.
Almost didn't. Then I would have eaten a little bit of crow, I guess. 65-22, 12:40 remaining. We're knocking on the door of a running clock.
Is it at 10 or at 8? Because we had this.
8. Yeah, we had this discussion the other day. Coming off the screen, and the newfound jumper shooting it with confidence this year is Paige Robinson. And with the starter, we're not going to name a starter. We're definitely not doing starter. So we are going to have to come up with our player of the game.
Exactly.
Pius takes yet another timeout.
30 seconds. Oh.
That should leave him with 1, but the scoreboard says 2.
Yeah, it should leave him with 1. Maybe Stubby was a nice guy and gave him a couple.
You know what? I think Matt might have taken that 30-second when I argued with you before.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they gave that one to Germantown.
Well, let's switch that then.
Because they have 4 up on the board, but we definitely know they should have 5 because they have yet to take one.
Right.
I'm pretty certain.
And I've done that when I coached.
Sure, you do that. I mean, when you see a coach trying to take it, and he probably will again to give his players, Coach Stuve, will take another timeout at some point just to give the Pius players a chance. We've got 12:15 left.
Correct. And the game's, the game.
Now, it's not until the 8-minute mark, we think,
Correct.
that a running clock begins with a 40-point lead. And right now it sits at 46. So, let's hope Pius can hit some shots and get back, chip away at this. Stick around a little longer. Murphy 3, no good. Two players hustling, and Maddie Montgomery came from way opposite side, and the bench cheering her on right away.
30 feet she ran at least.
Trying to save that ball. Lob inside.
She's
more. I think that's what they're going to just keep doing, and why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Montgomery pitches it ahead.
Well, and again, Moore didn't play a lot of minutes last year, but she's going to play a lot this year.
Maya, she did play a lot.
Oh, did she?
She did. Yes, she did.
Okay.
Leah Hess in the Land of Giants. Kick out. Paige Robinson, no good. Yeah, Maya played. She was a part of that team.
Okay.
She was actually she's the one player that against Pewaukee. She was playing really well in that first half and keeping them, it was a back and forth game, and she was doing the dirty work and keeping them around, and then all of a sudden Pewaukee just flipped the switch. So checking in, Gabby Cox, number 21, and number 32, Lindsay Taylor for Germantown. Gabby Cox, golfer.
Ooh.
I believe, now, I wish Ed Swab was here to confirm this, but I believe in the sectionals, she hit a hole-in-one.
Wow.
Yeah. How cool is that?
That's something. There aren't a lot of people that play golf that can say
I've been playing for a long time and have yet to do it. I fully expect to never do it.
Right. I've been playing a long time, too, and I don't.
Moore step through.
Ooh.
Great job on the defensive end. Right away. Welcome to the game, Lindsay Taylor. You get to try to stop Maya Moore. I had a couple eagles, but never, ever have I had a hole-in-one. And, again, I don't anticipate ever doing it. This was a discussion back in the days on the bus. We would get in these huge arguments. Is it skill or is it luck? Can't say both, because it's probably both. But
if I had to pick one or the other, I'm telling you it's luck.
Luck, right. That was the debate. But that was the debate. It was, the days of the bus ride home.
Way to find her. Nice ball movement.
3 on the way, no good. Rochelle Nash, number 12 for Pius. Looks like they're just trying to clear out. They do. Jada Smith, off the mark. Hesk in the Land of Giants again. Not backing down.
Matt's telling her to chin it. Or Coach Stuvie, I should say. I think we can play in this game, Coach, today.
Yeah, they don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
Nice little jumper. Where has that been? Shoot that with confidence, Grace Martins. I think that's her 7th point.
You are correct.
She had a land. She did have a 3.
Yes.
3 on the way, no good. Maya Moore snatching it out of the air.
Chinned it, elbows.
Yep. Did it perfectly. You have to wonder what's in store for Maya in the program. I mean, she is only a junior. And when you only have 14 throughout the entire program, that's tough for her.
Yeah, it is. And
you almost have to wonder if the numbers are so low. There's Martins again. Nice job collecting herself. Does it become a co-op with, say, a Wisconsin Lutheran, who's proximity-wise very close?
Correct. I hope that doesn't happen. And I'm really
Can you do that? Can you join religions like that? The Catholics and the Lutherans?
In the Lutherans, in the old days, you know what happened.
Well, how did Lutheran? Oh, now we're talking religion. We shouldn't go down this road.
Exactly. You're right.
Hang the laws on the door, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Books, bus rides,
flowers.
We haven't really touched on flowers. We say we are.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk about movies. All-time sports movies.
Kaylee Wozniak hits the free throw. Well, this is basketball. I think the number 1 basketball movie, I think bar none, is Hoosiers.
Oh, with the
I don't think there is
fence?
I don't think there is a close second, to be honest. I'm sure somebody will say something. I don't. Wozniak hits them both.
The picket fence. That was a all-time classic.
You know, that's where the discussion comes into play, is the all-time greatest baseball movie.
Ooh.
That's where people have the arguments. 3 on the way. Good! Lindsey Taylor.
There's a player I don't think we've seen this year, Coach.
Have not. Haven't called her name enough. Now she's got to go defend. Great shot, and I'll go defend Maya Moore.
And she got on the floor, Coach.
Look at Maya Moore diving. Great hustle, Maya.
Exactly. Way to work.
71-31. It's exactly 40, and we do have a running clock.
Yeah, Scotty told him to run the clock.
I was wondering if you did say that, yeah.
Which is a good play.
Yes, but the downside of that is these Germantown players that don't get to play much.
Well, agreed.
You know, that's the only negative of this, and is that selfish? I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about. These kids practice every day.
To the hoop and finishing. Yep, absolutely right. Karina Murphy.
And it's not their fault. I mean, they work they're excited to be on the floor right now.
Oh, heck yeah. This is their time. This is why you go to practice every day.
Correct.
Martins, we'll call it a pass. Oh, we were giving you an assist.
And could you imagine what their practices must be like? Germantown's?
Yeah, Pius's have to be just tough.
Yeah, oh, God, yes.
All right, you didn't give an answer. What's the best baseball movie in your opinion? It's a good discussion, actually.
I'll have to think about that because there's a lot of them. Or there's a couple of them.
I feel there's a lot of them. There's pretty good ones. I mean, some are a little far-fetched, but you can't argue with the Major League or Field of Dreams or, Moneyball gets a lot of positive press. And it's a good movie, and, there's a lot more factual stuff that isn't mentioned, but that's beside the point. It's a good script.
Right.
But I will tell you that Bad News Bears to me is just tremendous because it was what kind of like being a kid then.
Correct.
We knew that Karina Murphy, strong move. Everybody knew that one kid. Now, it wasn't necessarily on a motorcycle smoking cigarettes, but that kid that was that tough kid that everybody's kind of afraid of.
Right. When he walked in, you always said, "Ooh, please don't come to me."
And you had the kids that got together and played, but kick.
Shoot the ball, 21.
Yeah. You're on the floor, Gabby Cox. Shoot that ball.
Right. Only because I'm a Wisconsin guy and a Milwaukee guy. The major leagues.
Well, yeah, Major League was a fantastic movie, and it is a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Bull Durham.
Especially
another one. 3 on the way. Rolls out.
Great hustle.
You could have a battle in the corner.
Lobs.
Should have thrown it at her feet. Great hustle. Kayla Lambs.
Oh, McNeil running to the bench.
Yeah, you run to the bench. You want to keep
run to the clock.
We got more checking in.
They're flying to the scores table.
Yeah, they see the clock's running. They want to get out there quickly. We're going to have to find a player of the game, and we're not giving it to anyone that we would normally customarily, quote-unquote, give it to, although we're not going to have a player of the game during the course of the year on GTV. Maybe we can. Maybe we've found a setup on a Friday nights we can do it.
I like what you did when you put it under here and you set it up there.
It's we still have the shield in front of us, so we'll see. Maybe we can start implementing that on GTV, and maybe for just the Friday games, Tuesdays, everybody's got it. You are supposed to be in school. We don't know if actually they're going to school, if they have it virtually. I mean,
right.
It's
crazy.
So weird.
Yep. So
we'll see. We'll see who we talk to after this one.
That was
great box out.
That shot was straight on, but just a little short.
Grace Martins with that box out.
So I was going to say, Coach, one of my best lines in the Major League is when Euchre says, just a little outside or just a little high, whatever.
Just a bit outside.
And it's like.
And it's to the backstop. Yeah, right.
It's not even close.
Any wild pitch, when you see that in a game, everybody says it. They all know it. Shot off the mark. Montgomery, back tap away from her, but clean it up. Kayla Labs. Cutter, nope.
Shoulder. Hope it's nothing serious. Montgomery grabbed her left shoulder.
Might have been one of those quick sublections. Is that what it is? Sublection? Pop in, pop back out real quick, and they'll be a little stiff and sore tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Subs.
Yeah,
they are really running to the table, sprinting to the table, because they want to get out there quickly. Yeah, she's holding that shoulder now. Think she's okay, though.
Yep. I hope she's okay.
Kostruck with the steal. Trying to figure out how she's going to finish this one. She takes it, splits the defense, and finish. 75-36. Under 4 now. Running clock. We said we anticipated Coach Stuve calling a timeout for Pius's behest. We won't have that now with the running clock. Looking inside. Little spin, move, and finish. Look at Lindsay Taylor.
She's got 5 points already, Coach. look at KK.
How many does Paul's kill have? Steele going the other way. 12, Karina Murphy. Oh, and finishes. How many did Nat end up with? Paul's kill, 13, number 13. How many did she end up with? Just the 6 points?
Just the 6.
Or is that Paige? That might be Paige. Paul's kill with a 0.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
But I'm unofficial.
We all are.
Hopefully I'm wrong, Coach.
No, that's fine. I wanted to give it to somebody to talk to, and maybe we can give it to a player this point. Maybe we give it to a Paige Robinson who's coming out shooting lights out, or a Paul's kill who's playing at a different level this year.
6-12. Emily's got 12.
Whiz Kid?
Yeah.
3 up and good, and the bench is dancing. Gabby Cox. Coach Eric takes timeout, 2:31 left. I wish I was quicker on the draw there. Would have shown the bench dancing. Let's hope that happens again. We will get the bench dancing. We do have the bench cam. It's actually set up for our player of the game. I mean, let me see this. It doesn't have to be by points. I mean, I don't know.
You know what, Coach? I think we pick somebody it's not going to happen. You know,
that normally is not going to get it. Right. Okay, we can do that.
But KK was doing the jumping jacks out there.
I think a few of them were doing that side to side.
Yeah. See, again, I say that's the kids, and that's Coach Stuve. Kids are having fun. Just look at the smiles.
Well, let's be honest. It's 82-38. It's a lot easier to have fun.
Right, and you're 3-0.
Yeah. About to be 4-0. Oh, no, 3-0. This is it.
Yeah.
I've already penciled them in for 4-0.
Oh,
I don't know about that. Sorry, Mel.
Mel's going to be calling Gary tomorrow.
It wasn't intentional, though. I was thinking they played 4 games. I mean, we've seen them so often.
Well, and I said 3-0, and usually you don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
I was not meaning that by any stretch.
Right. I'm the one that set you up, Coach. Sorry to throw you under the bus.
Under 2 minutes now. Foul. So Nash is going to shoot a couple. Rochelle Nash.
Well, Taylor's got 5. Murphy plays.
I don't know that we go end to end.
Right. McNeil had 8.
You know, it's going to be so great. This is going to be a surprise for everybody.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to take the pressure off for me. It's all your call, Coach.
Right. No, when we shut down, we'll discuss quickly.
Yes.
I got my finger on the trigger for the bench celebration.
There you go.
I'm ready. Drive, kick, Cox. Murphy. Labs. Set up 3.
Oh, yeah. Taylor's got 8.
They're having fun.
They are. Did you get the bench?
Oh, I got the bench.
Good.
So we've got 30 seconds left. Jada Smith off the mark. this is going to wrap it up for us in our day. Been fun, G.
It has been. And next week's going to be fun too, Coach.
Getting an alert, getting an update from the Aux Gym. Tosa East got off to a 13-2 start. Now it's halftime. It's 25-23. Greenfield up 2. Another one. Bench fired up. Don't. Fall back.
Yeah.
Gabby Cox is like, I don't play enough. I want to keep playing D. Count it.
It does.
All right, let's find out who the teams pick, and then we will shut down, come back with our player of the game. The boss is here.
Coming now.
Dun.
Dragnet.
You can take whatever you want. You can call me Ray, and you can call me... Why was that a thing? But nonetheless, it doesn't. 85-40 our final here. We will find out the team representative players of the game. I'm sure it'll be Maya Moore for Pius, and on the other side, KK maybe. I mean, it really...
I think it could be KK or Whizzing.
Whiz Kid.
Yep.
Emily. Yeah, Whiz Kid first half. So then we have to decide who we're going to have as our player of the game.
We're on, Coach.
Yeah, we are. The Whiz Kid. Well, look at us. Of course, we named like everybody. All right, we'll be back shortly with our